dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ Nuke here, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
Back on the channel, man. We got another Jubilee. We got 6 gang members versus 1 fake. You think you can spot out a fake gang member? You don't. So you don't know no gang members?
I didn't say that.
You don't know no gang.
I didn't say I didn't know any. I just said that I don't know if I can spot them out.
I know plenty of gang members. No.
But that doesn't mean anything just because you know people.
No.
Can you spot one out?
You ain't let me finish.
Because you saying things.
All I was saying is I know plenty of gang members. I know like gang members from the East End. I know gang members because you got different levels.
That's irrelevant.
Listen, no, it's not. You got different levels of gang members. You got some that only sell the weed. You got some that want to sell the hard drugs. Hold on. You got some that just the fight dudes. Then you got some you know what I'm saying, some educated gang members. So it's different levels to a gang member. Sometimes what people presume to be a gang member might not be the correct, because you're another individual that you might think, ain't no way in hell. And they be the gang member.
Okay, can you spot the fake out? Can you spot
I ain't
the fake
gonna lie.
out?
It's a dude you met before.
You ain't answering my question.
Listen, because you're not listening.
Okay,
That's what's wrong with black people nowadays.
They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. No, cut that out. Anyway.
I'm not kidding. But
I ain't talking about cut it out. I'm talking about cut your shenanigans out.
But let me say this. You met somebody that I met at work, right? Through my old job.
Huh?
I'm saying listen.
I know what you're
listen,
saying.
You're not listening.
Oh my gosh, go.
You have met somebody that I've had an interaction with.
Yeah.
That I met through my last job. Mm-hmm. You would not believe that he's a gang member, but also a fraternity member. He's an educated man. Yeah. But when he told me he was a gang member, I said, "Oh, he
everyone has a past though."
No, he still bang.
He don't probably bang. He probably still, a little active, but he probably do things because a lot of he ain't out here in the streets still doing that.
But I'm saying he still rep his set and he rep his frat.
I know a lot of them.
Because he told me, he was like, he even told me the process of how he picked his frat. He said, you know what I'm saying, I bang bees, you know what I'm saying? So it was I looked around, the only other color was Kappa, that was red, and we throw them near the same side. He said, so I roll with Kappa. With that being said, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go, man. You want the first support, all you gotta do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
mark it with a thumbs up.
But you did meet him before, though. And I explained off camera how you met him before, though. Okay. Because he told me about a job opportunity.
You told me the story, but I don't know who the person is.
He told me about a job opportunity. He told me to apply for the job he worked at.
Oh, okay.
And he was pushing. He was like, "Oh, they laid y'all off. Hey, go."
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but I still don't know the person.
The black dude, though.
I know.
But you can't picture him. Yeah. All right.
I'm in the gang.
I'm in the gang.
I'm in the gang.
I'm in the gang.
I'm in a gang.
I am in a gang.
Sean, where you grew up at?
Queens.
Oh, New York. Yeah.
Where you from?
Queens.
Like any neighborhood?
Yeah, East Elmhurst, 97th Street.
Okay. How about you, my man?
East Dino.
Where at?
Guthrie's.
Okay.
Watching. San Gabriel Valley.
I grew up in West LA, from Playboy's gang.
Okay. Where you from?
Compton.
Okay. What hood?
Elm Street, Power.
Okay. Well, that's when I asked you where you from. But you told me Queens. I'm asking where you from. We're here to find out who's from the hood. Where you from? Huh?
Again, East 16th, Newkirk.
Okay.
I'm gonna call my people real quick.
How's the jail system over there where you at? You ever been to jail?
I was in the feds and in the state, so the federal game is totally different. So I was in MDC Brooklyn,
right, and
MCC Manhattan, which is for federal pretrial. I did 3 years in the juvenile and 3 years in the feds.
All right. You went, man?
Nah, not locked up.
No time at all? How about you?
I've been to YA, Nellis YA. I was at SRCC first. Got out after that, 67 days. Did, 8 years and some change. They gave me 10, 85%. As an adult?
So you went to YA too, huh?
Oh, me? No, I missed YA. I went from camp to, after that, to prison, San Quentin.
What level were you in?
2.
So how do they jump you guys in your hood over there where you're from? How do they court you into the neighborhood?
I didn't get involved fully into gang stuff until I went into MDC Brooklyn. I got jumped in.
And you, my man?
Got jumped in.
You jumped in? How many guys?
About 5.
What they call them, remember? Or no? The guys that jumped you in.
I don't know, homies.
What the homies' names? I remember the homies jumped me in. The homie Chapo, the homie Sinbad, the homie Trouble.
All right.
When somebody beats you up, you kind of remember who beats you up.
My homie Dave, the homie Big Mike, and then other nigga I didn't really know.
Okay.
How old are you?
36.
And you say you never been to jail?
Nah, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I hate when people automatically assume every gang member been in jail. It's a lot of gang members.
And
out
I
here ain't
need
never been to jail.
Pops over here. What about you? What's
He
your background?
he asking all the questions.
And
But
aggressive with it. What's your background, sir?
I ain't gonna lie, like he said at the beginning, they do like, hey, where you from? And then he said the city, then where you
Do we know
from?
where he from? Did he say where he from?
No,
Did he say?
they probably cut it out. You know they be editing stuff
Yeah,
out.
I do know.
So when you ask me where I'm from, I'm first. If I don't know you, I'm gonna first say, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Might be like I'm from Tennessee, then city and stuff. Then they be like, where you from? I'll be like, you spit your, you know what I'm saying. You start spitting your shit. But this is gonna be hard for me because 9 times out of 10 you got not only like the normal games we know of, but these might be street set games.
Yeah.
And also you got different culture games.
Yeah.
So hey, this is honestly it's gonna be hard for me.
Most
I ain't
definitely.
gonna lie. I can sniff out some. I can't sniff out all.
I'm just here for a good time. You know.
I can't play this time.
I wasn't even into life like that, man. I was in to get money.
Me too. I'm all about money, but I still end up getting caught.
So who jumped you in the Playboys?
Dang, you took me way back. Me was Side Eyes, Lazy, Lucky, Grumpy, Baby Tear, and Munchie Chew.
Well, so far, if I was to think, I'm thinking these two guys somewhere here. I don't know why. I just can't figure out which one it is, man. So.
Hey, we didn't ask him no questions.
Yeah, you know I'm certified player.
I don't know that. You could have did some research and all.
Oh, well, you start there,
Okay,
sir.
you know what? I started banging in 1989, North Hollywood, California, 91606. I'm from the Hollywood boys. They called me stranger. I ended up going to YA in 91. I got committed for busting.
His answer's too fast. Like he studied. You get what I'm saying? So it could.
Unless
be
it's
him.
just that's him. So he like this
He's
it.
like, I'm
You
spitting
know.
my facts, man.
I'm from the Hollywood boys. They called me stranger. I ended up going to YA in 91. I got committed for busting on some cops. My YA number 63298. I did about 6 years. I lived through the whole 90s gang banging, and now I'm here just, share my story and kind of change the way I changed my life. That's what it's for. And it's very cool to sit here and try to guess who was that person, so that's why I'm here for.
His demeanor seemed like a cop to me. Like he had put on that sheriff shirt and like, yo, get against the car.
How long did you get jumped in for?
It wasn't so much the time, because some would say, 13, because out here south, but mine wasn't one of those.
Man, I'm glad I didn't have to get jumped in. All my family from my neighborhood, so
Oh, so you just you walked in, huh?
Oh, you didn't get jumped in?
I didn't have to.
You were born
we gotta
in?
jump him in. We gotta jump
You
him
got
in.
born in? Oh.
Let me ask you guys one thing real quick, because touch on what you were saying. A lot of people always say, especially when you're young, you knew what you signed up for when you signed up into the gang. Did you know what you were signing up for?
Absolutely not.
No, I was told.
Yeah, I was told too.
Laid out like this.
You were told, but sometimes you don't understand. When you're young, like being told but understanding is a different
I get
thing.
that part. I get
For
that
me, like I was definitely told.
Well, mine didn't do that.
Exactly.
They're like, oh, you want to be from the set? Oh, here you go, this right here. Go. They did what to your brother? Go do that. They didn't tell me about me growing up in life. I'm gonna get shot back in return. I've been shot 9 times, different occasions, ran over twice. One was accident, and one wasn't. That's not no lie.
You sussing anybody right now? I got like 3. I got 3 sus, but I don't know this time.
This gonna be hard. For some reason, I feel like I do have 3. I don't know why I have these 3, but I have 3.
Spit your 3.
My 3 is black dude with the glasses.
Yeah. Nice.
The dude at the end with the black shirt on with all the tattoos, and then the one with the blue button down.
We got the
and the
same
reason
3.
why is because I'm like, black dude, he remind me of like a cop. But
With
also,
study gang knowledge.
yeah, or he, like he said, he changed his life, so he could be doing something, some type of mentoring type, stuff like that. Like, I don't know what he's doing now. The reason why his demeanor is the way it is, or it could just be him. So I don't know. So it's kind of hard to read him.
I remember my mom, like, especially when I was in high school, she was working at the prison.
Yeah.
I used to find like gang letters.
Yeah.
And she'd bring it home to me, and I have to. And she would be like, "Hey, what they saying in this?" And I'll read it, and I'll be like, "All right, it's this gang, And I'm like, all right, so this is what they saying. And because, you know what I'm saying? I know some Crips, I know Bloods, I know Vice Lord, I know GDs. Now, that's from my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like you said, you grew up, mainly y'all had what? Crips and GDs?
Yeah.
Mainly. My people, we had, mainly we had GD and Vice Lord, but I knew people from other cities that were Crippin' and Blood.
Same, yeah.
The only thing, like when you start doing the different branches of the Crips, I started meeting different people as I got older.
Yeah.
And then if you talk about like Four Court and Hustlers and all that type of stuff, like Latins and all that, like I ain't know too many of those. Like I had a couple Hispanic homies that put me on game, but as far as knowing knowledge of that gang culture, I was like, I don't know nothing about it because it just wasn't our environment. So out in LA, totally different.
Totally different.
But also the Asian guy in the all white, he's been too quiet for me.
But again,
but
like
he started talking about youth authority and stuff, and then I'm like, all right, but you could have just been a badass kid. So I got threatened with youth authority a couple times.
Yeah.
But I never went, and I was just a badass kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I dabble with homies and stuff, but not like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard. And then the lady, and the black dude with the LaPlace, he looks like an OG.
Yeah.
He gives me an OG demeanor. But the lady, she a little quiet too, but she do know her shit though. So that's me. I'm like, she an old head in the neighborhood that really probably was about some shit when she was a little younger. These are older too, so.
I'm thinking.
Hey, I'm Cole, and I directed this episode of Odd One Out. If you like this episode and you want to see more like this, subscribe to our channel.
And they sit down. I like to see posture.
If you grew up in the streets, you done been in jail from a juvenile to an adult. So when he said no, he never been in jail, oh no.
We're Southsiders.
Do you believe that? If you grew up in the streets, you'd have been in jail, whether it's juvenile or adult? Or you could.
I'm a little torn because most of the people I know, well, I can't say that because some of them haven't though, but they did.
That's what I'm saying.
But most of them have been like locked up for something, regardless of what it is, for something. It may have been just one time, but it may have been for something. It may have been something minor.
Cause like,
it was for something.
Cause like my cousin, they've been to the feds, and I got family in there right now that doing like over 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Uncles. And
but
stuff
not everyone though.
Straight up institutionalized. Then like my cousin, the one you know, he's been to state and feds.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to like, and then I got some that's been in like deep. So, but I'm trying to like, I do know people. Well. It depends on how far out the porch you are. Because like I said, you might have a gang member who's, all right, they push him to be more educated. Because you can be born into the... I do believe you can be born into gangs. Some people ain't... Like, it's a different day, different culture. Some people don't get jumped in.
Like Madball, right? That's
but how old he is, majority of people his age been jumped in. I'm saying like more people like our age and younger. Most of them probably 9 times out of 10 are born into it. But most of the old heads, I ain't never heard an old head say they ain't never been jumped in.
He said he was born into, so I don't know.
The old heads in your family, all of them been jumped in.
Yeah.
They about his age.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna respect him saying he gonna? I'm talking about the old heads in your family. Like, let's be real. The old heads in my family be like, nah. Because we, at the end of the day, you getting in the game. We got to see what your.
I can hear
we
my
got to
uncle.
see. We got to see what you can
Yeah,
take. We got to see what your
facts.
hands are.
Facts.
We got to see if you.
But I don't know. I don't know. Like you said earlier, every neighborhood is different.
Yeah.
You know, everywhere's different. So I don't know.
So when he said no, he never been in jail, oh no.
We're Southsiders, so we're 13 seconds. And when he said that he didn't have the 13 seconds, it just sounded a little off.
I've never been to jail. I have been arrested a bunch of times, but I was never been charged with anything.
You have any tattoos?
Of course I do. I just can't show you, man. The feds are watching.
You scared of the feds?
Yeah, oh man, you better be scared of the feds, homie, because they're gonna get you. I want to know what that tattoo is right there on your hand.
Which one?
That one right there. You know which one I'm talking about.
I ain't like that.
Tell me something about him.
It's a crown.
Does it mean anything?
It's a crown.
Yeah, there you go.
So you did Fed time?
Yes.
What gang were you from again?
TF.
TF, okay. He had full-blown like Hanyas and like Japanese art. I've never seen no Hispanics with dragons and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It just kind of threw me off a little.
How many different sets of Playboys is there?
What do you mean by sets?
Well,
Clicks or?
Yeah, clicks. And what clique are you from? The actual, you guys actually have also like a clique? Because clique to me is you could be from the hood, but you could be from the locals, the winos, you know, I know a little bit about gangs, so just a little bit. But it might be a cop, who knows? Oh man, I might be the police, homeboy. You never know.
Real quick, what clique were you from? Because you didn't.
He didn't let me finish.
Oh yeah, you didn't answer that.
No, he didn't let me finish. Crystal Bunnies.
Crystal Bunnies?
Yeah.
You heard of that?
I never heard.
Ew.
First tattoo I got was in, when did I get my first tattoo, man? First tattoo was on my stomach, was my homie did it, my homie Chuco did it, busted out the old piano thing on the gun, and doesn't look hot whatsoever. I was about 14, 15 years old.
So, Gil, what organization are you with?
Organization as far as what? Like
Gang.
Oh, I never heard it that way. I heard it where you
Yeah,
from,
right.
homie.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
you from?
right.
That's
Yeah,
it.
organization.
Yeah, very simple, homie.
He's younger. He's younger.
That's now.
That's
like,
younger
now
term.
it's more.
Like what organization? You
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
What's his name? Gil,
Gil.
whatever. It's something about him, and I'm
you know
trusting
about
my
the
gut.
you know about the organization term, huh?
I'm trying to trust my gut right now, you know. And I'm like, it's something about him that I'm like, I don't know. He could be, but he really come off like.
Yo, you know what? They do like the one I'm referring. They do be like, we ain't no gang, we an organization, we a group of men that's here to provide better within our community. Hey, the one I'm talking about, you know.
I know what you're talking about.
But that's how they market they shit, right?
Hey, smart.
Hey, you know what I'm
They be
saying?
look, my
They
folks-
be doing community
my
service.
folks be out here doing
They do
for the
community
community
service.
for real.
I
Regardless,
see.
you can think what you want about them. But
I think
anyway,
that's the only gang I do know that will do some community service though. I ain't gonna hold you.
some upstanding.
Well, no. Around those parts, that's the only one I've seen.
Yeah, around those parts.
Out other like West Coast, I have seen like on videos.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
They do. It's different though.
Tierra Street, I'm from Tierra Street Locals. You'll still find me on the block drinking a beer with the homies every once in a while, but in a positive way where I'm actually trying to school them and tell them, listen, brother, there ain't no future in this. Like, I want the little homies to look at me and say, I want to be like Stranger. He owns his own home. He's married, taking care of his kids, working and showing the kids how to, there's a better way.
What do you work right now?
Structural concrete.
I'm a journeyman plumber, union.
Okay, that's what's up.
I try to tell everybody to join, like, because I'm in the 50s getting paid.
I do illegal activities.
I can't do that.
No,
no
I'm
more.
just kidding. No, I'm a CNA, a caregiver.
So I go to prisons and speak. I do like Christian content creation too.
I mentioned I own a bunch of companies. My main business is Dealer Synergy. Our clients are big car dealerships all over the United States. So I do like sales training, consulting, business development. I've helped these companies make over $1.5 billion in additional revenue. I'm also a professional speaker in the National Speakers Association, and I wrote a book about Google. So I'd say it's hard to classify. I mean, more than anything else, I'm an entrepreneur. I invest in businesses. How long have you been speaking at prisons and stuff?
I've been doing this since 2016.
How did you get clearance for that? Weren't you busted before?
No, but
All
once
my
you're
crimes.
off and you get your stuff right, you can do that. Cause I know another person to do it. Been in prison, but now he go to the prison and
pretty
speak.
dope.
That's very cool, man.
Yeah.
If he really does it.
I got a question for you. You live out in LA or?
No, I flew in for the show. I live in South Jersey, in Medford, New Jersey.
Oh, because I don't hear an accent or.
I'm 46. I work my ass off to get rid of my accident.
Yeah, well, good job. 'Cause
Thank
I was
you.
like,
Who gets rid of their accent? Why you get rid of your accent, Holmes?
Are you kidding me? It's already bad enough. You know what I mean? People judging you and shit like that. So you got to turn around and you got to look the part, feel the part if you're trying to turn around and
How do you say water, bro?
water.
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 I had a question about where you were talking about tattoos. Your first tattoo was made with a homemade gun?
Yeah, the homemade gun.
With what did?
It was a guitar string.
Oh, I thought you used to play pianos, like.
No. We can't afford no pianos in the
Like
hood, man.
piano.
Nah, Charlie Holmes. Busted out the old piano thing. Guitar. Maybe I said piano, but I'm sticking to guitar right now.
I'm still curious why I won't show the tattoos.
Now I'm sticking to guitar right now. But yeah.
His answer's
story
too
is like-
fast. His answer's too fast.
And then I don't like when someone asks him something, he answer it, and then he
Jump-
kind of like
jump
jump
to-
to something else and like, let me ask you something.
refocus the energy,
So you know,
yeah.
let me deflect from what you're saying.
I don't know. I'm sussing him.
I'm sussing him too. I could be wrong.
He just didn't seem thugged out. He seemed a little polished. No disrespect. I'm not saying he was softer like that, but he just did not scream like thugga thugga. I'm a little bit miffed that I got voted off, but it's all good. My story is just kind of crazy. You know what I mean? So it might have sounded like it was a plant, and I knew that coming in. It was either a double-edged sword.
That's how the feds used to do to me too.
I'm putting that wire on
Yeah,
you.
that's how you do it, Playboy. Oh, no pun intended.
He be joking a little too much, huh?
What you said?
Why you bullshit?
That's what I'm saying.
Raise your hand if you want to keep playing because you think the mole is still in there.
That little doubt,
You
man.
know what?
Running. Damn, you guys do think it's me, huh?
I don't think so.
I don't think so
I don't think
either.
so.
I think he is.
He's the mole?
Nah.
That's Mad Ball, man. You can't have a name like Mad Ball
Elm
and be the
Street
mole.
Pyro. Who's some of your homies? Did anybody do time in Ironwood?
I don't know that my homies is all in prison, so I can't tell you who in that one.
You only spent time in prison once, or?
Twice.
How many years?
2.
2? At what % does he give you?
What you mean? What percent? It was halftime.
Okay.
What did you get busted for?
You know, be on probation, you get caught with a gun, violation. So,
And you're in a level 2
yeah.
for a firearm?
That ain't, my points wasn't high.
Finish this sentence for me, all right? The higher the socks.
The downer the fool.
Okay. The only one right here, I'll be straight honest, would be her right now. These two guys, I'm sure from the hood. You could be lying. Me, I know you think I'm not from the hood, but I am from the hood, so this thing really makes it interesting.
That's the only reason why I kept playing.
Right.
That's exactly what Gil said, because I'm not willing to take the chance, homie. You know what I mean? And that's no disrespect. That's no disrespect.
She's the mole. She's just staying quiet over there. She's just staying
I'm
quiet.
just soaking it in.
Nobody never been shot. I'm the only person been shot.
I've been shot.
I've been shot.
How many times you get shot?
9,
On different occasions.
5.
Man.
First time I got shot was 5 times. 2 times right here in the shoulder, 1 on the side of the face, and 1 on this side of my buttocks, and it came out over here. When I got shot with an AK was another time, 2 times on this side and this side. Then I got shot by some of your people.
Oh, yeah?
Some Asians, they didn't have, and they wasn't trying to shoot me though. They were shooting at some other Asians. But my homeboys was security guards at the club in Westminster. We black, we being nosy, peeking out there. Man, one of them must have put out a gun, got to shooting. A bullet came through the door, hit me right in this leg. I fell to the ground. It was so funny. I'm like, oh, I'm hit. My homeboy started laughing. Like, we called my mama, like, oh, your son got shot. First thing she say is, my car okay? Because I've been shot again. But it was funny, though.
It's kind of amazing how we can talk about some guy getting shot 9 times and be like, nonchalant, but hopefully the future generations don't have those kind of conversations as much anymore.
Man, I try to talk to him and tell him.
Yeah, I tell my little homies all the time, man, like, you guys don't want to live this way.
But they think it's cool, though. Like,
Right.
I tell them you can live like a dope dealer. You don't gotta be a dope dealer. You can be a plumber. You could be.
Yeah, we the best. Plumbers the best.
Well, you can live like a. I'm really looking at his tattoos and thinking, does he have fake tattoos? You know, they put some movie star type tattoos on him. I voted for him that time around. Sorry, Mad Ball.
No, I just didn't trust him.
And that's no disrespect.
There was a
Oh, he said all ball. Oh, that's disrespectful. What you finna say though?
I was about to ask you, okay, do you think the mole's still in here?
Yeah, I think he's Gil. Mad Ball. I am a little sus at Mad
I'm
Ball.
a little sus with Mad Ball, but I don't know the reason and why. I don't
And
know
I'll
if
say
it's
this.
back to the reason why what you had made, with him not being, jumped in or whatever. But again,
You can be from the
But
neighborhood.
that's-
You can roll with the six. That doesn't mean you down.
I was thinking that the entire time. Just because you're associated with people don't mean that you're necessarily
And that's when you become a gang affiliate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me, I am a gang I'm gang affiliate, but I'm not down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I hang with a group of dudes, and I understand, but I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
you ain't been put down, so you ain't
Just like you might be gang affiliate. You don't consider yourself gang affiliated?
No.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Yeah, you are. You affiliated by family though. But that is
I
what
don't
it
consider
is.
myself that, but yeah.
You affiliated by family. That's
Okay, well,
off
what-
real. Off real.
okay.
Just like your niece and nephew affiliated by.
Okay, yeah, whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. So with him, I'm kind of on that fence. So I don't know. With Mad Ball.
Gil and Madball. 1 minute to just pitch why you think you're not the mole.
I actually have a YouTube platform called American Cholo. Why? Because I lived the Cholo life to the fullest. The last 20 years I've been living the American life to the fullest. That way I push American Cholo. That's the way I speak, and maybe not sound like as your typical Cholo. But if you guys don't think I'm the Cholo, that's actually a good thing because I'm breaking the stereotype there.
Well, me, y'all can probably hear it in my voice. Do I sound like a square person? You know, you look at me, the average. I might scare you on the streets if you don't know me, like, here, but nah. Oh, no, I'm just like, I could never be a mo. I don't believe in snitches.
Can you guys actually escort Madball and Gil to the green room?
Man, I'm gonna run there real quick.
Catch a blind, bro. Catch a blind. So why I think it's Madball? I said, how much percent? And then he goes, what you mean?
Yeah.
And then I was like, and he goes, halftime. Like,
Yeah,
right, he
then
said
level
San Quentin. San Quentin level 2, look,
Oh, good.
I was locked up when I caught my gun charge too, and I never went to level 2. I always went to level 3. What you
No,
think?
I agree.
All
I
right,
agree.
For sure. Just bring him in.
Look at that, Madball.
I'm about to cry.
Took your credit away.
I'm like, oh, I know they're gonna get Gil for sure. He's out of here. I wasn't expecting me.
Please raise your hand on 3, meaning you want to continue playing. 1, 2, 3.
I really feel like the mole is still in here, y'all. Or
So you really think it's Gil?
I really think it's Gil, or I feel like they already got him out. Like, wow, you know, either one.
Yeah, I
one
think
of
it's
the
either
first two.
Black Dude Gil or Madball.
Yeah, either they already got him out, or I don't know.
Madball could be like, so he could be like a lot of people who, even like a lot of y'all favorite rappers who really ain't in the game, they're just affiliated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So they know things.
They know things. They've been just because you've been shot, you could have just been at the wrong place, or you can be hanging around homies, and the homies get into it. You automatically are associated because you with the homies.
Right.
So it's a lot of times I've been in areas and stuff, and you just got to go with the punches because you with the homies.
Right.
That don't mean you got put down. That means that you are just affiliated.
Right.
And there's a lot of people out here affiliated. They can bang. They can set a theme, what, and some of them will get busy, but they never been jumped in, put on to the set. So that's a little different. You get what I mean? I don't know.
Okay, if the box turns red, that means real gang members have lost and that the mole is still in the box, and they win the cash prize for themselves. If the box turns green, that means you 3 split the cash prize and you've correctly guessed who the mole is. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Dope.
On the count of 3, the mole can stand up, okay? 1, 2, 3.
I told you that from the get-go. Never been in jail?
I went to jail. A lot of my homeboys did it. I was around it, so if I really wanted to, I could have, but the reason why I didn't gang bang is because my family made sure I didn't gang bang. I just stayed away from it pretty much.
That's good. You made the right choice, man. You made the right choice.
I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous about this because I had to sit there and lie to actual gang members.
When I see a person, these young kids running around like going crazy, I don't really judge them because I was one of those kids, you know? And if I had somebody like me, I feel like back then, I don't think I would have lived even half as miserable as I did.
Someone like me, an ex-gang member, ex-convict, ex-piece of shit, has a shot at that American dream. As long as there's breath in our lungs, we have an opportunity to change.
There's always a second chance, and I'm just hoping to give a young person that hope that he can change his life, and hopefully will.
That's what's up.
I ain't gonna hold you, cause like the big dude, like I roll with people. You know what I'm saying? I done seen homies from even when I first you know what I'm saying, start hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What were we like? 10, 11, they start getting put on. Mm-hmm. And it was at that time where we all like, all right, what gang you want to be a part of and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And what you want to rep and what you trying to throw up. Like, some of the ones, they always have repped the same shit, always. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times is sometimes based off what your friend group is and what your family is. The ones that I kind of lost respect for was the ones who be like, I'm such and such, I want to be a part. They trying to gain all the knowledge they want, they can, and then they flip immediately to the ops. And I'm like, bro, you was just trying to gather information about this game, and now you with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? And those the kind of friendships that I knew. I was like, if you would switch up with that, you what? I only imagine what you really would switch up in. You know what I'm saying? Like all gang members don't go to jail, but like he said, sometimes you're gonna put yourself in a position where you might end up going to jail and you ain't trying to. Yeah. And that could just be hanging out at the wrong spot, being in the wrong place, wrong time, just because who you affiliated with. Yeah. So just because a gang member say he ain't never been to jail, some of them they can fly a right ship though. Some people can be smart and be dumb at the same time. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I'm like, just because but dude, the big dude, he really didn't carry himself as a gang member. And
it's good that they got him out the first round since he was the mole, so he didn't have to lie and answer too many questions because I was sussing him. And it probably was because his demeanor and when he said that. But then I did think, I'm like, I do know a couple people that haven't been. They've gotten like arrested or something, but they never like really got charged for anything or they didn't really have much on them or something like that. But most of the people that I know have been locked up though.
The reason why, like, I 100% sussed him is because he said he got jumped in. Mm-hmm. And when he couldn't name the homies that jumped in, I was like, you didn't get jumped in. Yeah. The homies that jump you in, a lot of times be some of the closest niggas that's with you in your gang. Yeah, most of them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, if they jump you in, sometimes they're going to be the ones who look after you the most, you know? And then ain't nobody asking, what's your gang name? Like, cause then you got a lot of games, you got your nickname, but then you got the name the game put you. Yeah. The lady, at one point you was trying to suss us. I was like, I can't suss her because
I wasn't sussing her. I was just like, she quiet. I was like, sitting quiet, but like OG, she said, bro. I'm just taking it in. She remind me of OG. I never really like sussed her. I was just like, she quiet as hell, but yeah.
You ain't never had somebody older you knew that was like gang, and they'll like sit there and look and be like, y'all motherfuckers ain't really gang like that for real. And they could just look at y'all and be like, y'all some little wannabes. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You told me about somebody. I'm like, I know she was. I know she used to look at the motherfucker and be like, y'all some wannabes. Y'all like get down in them streets like we used to. You ready to wrap it up? No. But Johnny, I remember Johnny, we did a video about him with Jubilee before. I forgot until he started saying did the pastor stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember Johnny. The other guy, he just looked young. When he said he was in his 40s, I was like, wow, because he looked so much younger. Yeah. Gil, I just says Gil straight up from the...
Gil just came, and like I said, it could just be his demeanor because my ex-best friend, well not ex-best friend, just the situation. But anyway, one of my old school best friends, that's how her dad was. Her dad was like super like, his demeanor was like that hardcore, like you really didn't know. And I don't know, and that's what he gave to me. That's why I was like, it could just be his demeanor, or it could just be, I don't know.
What's his name? Mad Dog?
Mad Dog, yeah. Mad Ball.
Mad Ball. Him, I'm like, all right, that's his gang name, Mad Ball. All right, cool, whatever. And he just looked like an OG to me. Yeah. Like he looked like an OG. Even the way his chain flowed off of him, the plaits, the way he I was like he
and like he said, like, you know, y'all listening to his voice, he sound, you know, all whatever, and I just probably sound like he kind of put me in mind of my cousin. Like how my cousin like carry himself, like real, like just chill, lay back, still talk, you know. But but I don't know.
I got you. Hey, man, y'all let us know how y'all did in the comment section.
Please
did y'all do good? Did y'all fail? Y'all let us know in the comments, man. I did such the one that was actually not a gang member. From the top.
We hit them 3, so we weren't wrong, I guess.
Wrong. That was my first guess, and I was just like, I don't want to be my only, but as always, I didn't go by the name DJ Kid. This is
Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me.